When service members return to civilian life, they face a staggering maze of systemic hurdles. Navigating the VA, translating military skills into civilian employment, and managing the psychological weight of PTSD. It's a massive labyrinth, and for many, it is navigated entirely alone. These modern struggles are the latest chapter in a long history of physical and psychological tolls exacted from every branch of the armed forces. To help bear this weight, countless veteran service organizations have formed. But there's a structural problem. These groups, large and small, mostly operate in isolated silos. They are fragmented. Because they are disconnected, they lack the sheer political pressure required to make elected officials prioritize their concerns. They simply don't have the leverage to force a real debate on systemic issues at the government level. When policy stagnates, wide gaps in care start to open up. Veterans fall through the cracks of inadequate government services, struggling to access the healthcare, mental health counseling, and education benefits they've earned. Surviving the transition to civilian life doesn't fail because of a lack of goodwill or charities. It fails because of a lack of unified structural leverage. The Veterans Coalition Foundation consolidates these scattered efforts, acting as the primary umbrella organization for Georgia's veteran community. The foundation's core mechanism is consolidation. By pooling disparate veteran organizations together, they create a massive multiplier effect. Suddenly, isolated silos become a solid voting bloc of 1.8 million voices, providing the mathematical leverage needed to dictate legislative priorities. To weaponize that data, the coalition publishes a regular report card. This system tracks exactly how state and federal politicians vote on critical veteran issues, keeping the entire membership informed on who is and isn't delivering results. Armed with this data, the foundation maintains a constant lobbying presence right at the Georgia state capitol, actively fighting for legislation regarding PTSD support and homeless veteran funding. And that network extends straight to Washington. They regularly meet with congressional representatives to ensure federal policy changes align with the actual needs of the military community. By organizing a 1.8 million-strong voting bloc, the coalition turns individual concerns into a political force that representatives must answer to. But raw political pressure requires expert, disciplined leadership to actually convert it into tangible resources on the ground. Chairman Joel Willis and Vice Chairman Wilbert Jordan bring heavily decorated careers in the Army to the table. Their military experience dictates the coalition's disciplined, aggressive advocacy strategy. Managing the complex operations falls to board member Norman DeWalt and treasurer Drew Keenan. They apply their distinct backgrounds in computer engineering and Wall Street finance to keep the foundation's strategic engine running efficiently. Marketing director Jennifer Smith, drawing on 10 years in the Navy, expands the network's reach directly to active duty personnel, service veterans, and their families. This executive planning translates directly into community action, led by figures like Belinda Caslin-Ellaby. As the Financial and Wellness Outreach Coordinator, Belinda runs literacy and health programs that step in to fill the exact government blind spots that leave so many veterans vulnerable. Systemic lobbying in the Capitol and grassroots resource distribution in the community are two halves of the exact same survival engine. With this engine running, Georgia veterans are no longer fighting isolated battles. They are shielded by a robust network demanding their rights and improving their quality of life. Bridging the widening gap between government shortfalls and comprehensive care takes constant financial and communal fuel. This is where golf tournament chair Charlie Turner focuses his efforts, integrating the community and generating critical funding through events like the upcoming 5th annual golf tournament. This is where you can step in. You can secure a membership, make a direct donation, or claim a vendor and sponsorship package at the tournament. These actions provide the vital funding needed to sustain veteran operations, while offering valuable business exposure and social media recognition for community partners. The most impactful way to stand with those who served is by funding the programs and the collective voice that ensures their future.
Building till late at night.